So I was just at this restaurant earlier. There's just sirens going off every once in a while, like 4 different times. I just heard fire truck and ambulance sirens, and I was like sitting facing the window, but I didn't see them drive by out there, but I kept hearing them. I don't know. It might have been an actual emergency, but I just kept hearing it over and over at different times as I was sitting in this restaurant. I was expecting there to be a siren right when I came outside, but there wasn't. But then, right at the corner of the building, right after I came outside, the free candy van drove by. There's just this white van that drives around town, and it says free candy on the back window. There's a sticker on the back window that says free candy. Like, that's a funny joke to have a free candy sticker on a white van. Like, that's so funny to make a chomo joke and drive around a chomo van as a joke. Or whatever, you know. Whatever's supposed to be a joke or whatever. But every time I see that van, though, it's driving by me at an intersection or a synchronized moment. I don't really see it that often, but every time that I see it, it's driving by synchronized, and it was driving by at the corner of the building right after I came outside. A white van that says free candy on it. And I expose pedophiles on Creepbusters, and I'm stalked by chomos that I've caught. And I'm stalked by registered chomos. And I'm stalked by a white van that says free candy on it. And I'm stalked by the cops at the same time. I'm stalked by registered chomos that are registered chomos. I'm stalked by chomos that I've caught on Creepbusters. I'm stalked by a white van that says free candy on it. And at the same time, I'm stalked by the cops. When I walk up to my window right now, I'm gonna see gang stalkers outside. Right now. It's gonna take a second, maybe. Sometimes it's right when I walk up to the window. Sometimes it takes a minute. But it's gonna be less than a minute, and they're gonna be here. So what's the first thing that's gonna happen? And how long is it gonna be? Here's a car driving out. Is it gonna sync up? It didn't sync up. So there went one regular car. I don't see anybody else. I don't see anybody walking around. I don't see any cars. I don't see any activity out there. There's probably a car parked out there waiting to drive off. That's a synchro bot, you know. Well, here goes a black car backing up, and then a red car drives out right as he's driving forward. And then it meets it at the... like, they meet each other as he gets to the edge of the parking lot. And then there's another red truck pulling up, and then there's someone walking by me right as it parks, who I always see gang stalking me. So, it's another one. And what was that, like 30 seconds? And sometimes it's just right when I walk up there, too. Sometimes there's just a white car parked out there, and just right when I walk up there, it'll just take off out of the parking lot right as I walk up to the window. Or there's just a cop driving by on the street right as I walk up to the window. There's just something right as I walk up to the window. Every day. Every day. Every day. Documented on video every day. Documented on video constantly every day. I made, 3 videos today of just constant gang stalkers. Constantly. Obviously. Very extremely obviously. Painfully obviously. Just 3 2-hour videos, hour and a half videos or whatever, of constant white cars meeting me at intersections. That last live I did, I think it was the last one I did, the start of it, like the first 10 minutes of it, every intersection that I walk by, there's no cars on the street in between the intersections. And then right as I walk through the intersection, there's a white car driving by me right as I get to the intersection. Right as I get there. At that exact moment, there's a white car driving through the intersection right by me, right at that exact moment. Like 4 or 5 intersections in a row, maybe more than that. Just every intersection. Just a white car, every intersection. And like no cars in between that. Like there's like a couple intersections where there's like a couple cars in between, and then like one of them there's like, or like a few of them there's white SUVs driving in between them. But like, there's just less cars on the street, and then I get to the street and there's a white car driving by right when I get to the street. And there's more cars on the street than there was before. There's like 3 cars driving by right when I go through the intersection. And then I go through the intersection, and there's less cars on the street again, just like there was before the intersection. And it just happens intersection after intersection. And it just happens every day. It just happens every day. Intersection after intersection. Every single day. All day, every day. Multiple videos per day. Some days, like today, I can just make multiple videos today because I'm off today. So I can just walk around recording today if I want to, all day, As long as my phone battery will last, I can just record all day. And just record non-stop gang stalkers all day. Like that last video I did, it was like all those white cars, like I said, and then there was just a bunch of red and blue cars syncing up the whole video. Just a red and a blue car at the same time at intersections and synchronized moments. Just red and blue cars syncing up with each other the entire video, and white cars syncing up the entire video. And white cars syncing up with each other the entire video. The entire video, the entire 2-hour video. What's gonna happen right now when I walk up to the window? It's a black car driving out. Alright, he didn't sync with anything, but then these two trucks are driving out at the exact same time around different corners and then syncing around the corner. Like they drive, like one drives out over here, another drives out over here, and then they drive around the corner at the same time too. You know? Like they were syncing up. And the hood on this red truck opened up. It probably opened up right when one of them was driving by or something. I didn't see it open up. But he probably opened it up right there, and he's probably a gang stalker, and he's gonna close it synchronized right as the white SV drives out or something. Like, this is based on what I see every day. That's probably what's gonna happen. Alright, well, he closed the hood on the red truck and nothing happened. Nice. A whole blue car drove out as they walk away from the red truck. Huh. Well, he's getting in another red truck. He's getting another red truck, and then another car is coming around the corner. And then, huh? Nothing? Alright. Oh, he's getting back out of the red truck. Like, I know this guy, and he's a synchro bot. I don't know why he's a synchro bot, but he's a synchro bot. I don't know why, but he is. This is really sad, you know? He's walking up. Alright. He didn't synchronize when he went in the door of the building. Whatever. But like, it's just really crazy how obvious it is, you know? It's just really crazy how obvious it is. And people just act like it's not obvious. People play pretend all day and gaslight all day and act like nothing is happening when it's really obvious what's happening. Really extremely obvious. Sickeningly obvious. Disgustingly obvious. And they use chomos to gang stalk me, and they use chomos that I've caught to gang stalk me, and they use children to gang stalk me. And like that video that I did today where I was walking up to the library, there's just this boy walking up next to me, and he turns around right next to me and starts walking the other way again. Directly next to me. And like you can see it on his face too, like kids are like not as good of actors, you know? Like they're not as good at hiding it. Like you can see it on their face that like they like glance over you know? Like you can see it on their face that they're like coming out to sync on you. They're like smirking or whatever, you know? And it's just this young child coming out, running up, turning around directly next to me right as I'm walking up to the door of the library. Like, why was he doing that, you know? Why did he just stop directly next to me and turn around right there, directly next to me? To gang stalk me? A child being used to gang stalk me? And, like, I used to blame the parents, but I don't really blame the parents anymore because I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the parents' fault or they're being forced to do it in some circumstance. I don't know. But they use children to gang stalk me. The government uses children to gang stalk me. And registered chomos and chomos that I've caught. And gang stalking with your children is child abuse. Don't you think? Don't you think? I think so. I think gang stalking with your children is child abuse. That's what I think. What's gonna happen right now when I walk up to the window? Somebody gonna be gang stalking with their children out here, maybe? Just nobody can say anything. Nobody can share one video. Nobody can say anything. Nobody can say anything. There's like a few people who said a couple of things, but they can't even share one video. Nobody can say anything. Nobody saying anything. This affects everyone. This affects everyone. We are all lab rats. This affects every single person. Even the gang stalkers are lab rats. So everyone should be speaking up, even the gang stalkers. Because everyone is being fucked. Everyone. I don't see him right now. I don't see him yet. I haven't seen him since I came up to the window yet. I haven't seen anybody out here yet. But then the first person I see is probably gonna be a gang stalker. There's a car backing up out of the parking lot. Is he gonna gang stalk me? Through my apartment window? With synchronizer cars? He's coming out of the parking lot, and then a white SUV is gonna drive out right now? Or what? No? Cool, a silver car left the parking lot, nothing happened. I saw a silver car leave the parking lot. Oh wait, he came back around, and another silver car is leaving the parking lot. Oh. Ah. Okay. And this black car drives out, and then it sinks around the corner of this silver car. And that's it for now. And then there's gonna be other gang stalkers in 10 seconds. If I just stand at the window and look out the window, there's more gang stalkers on the way. And they were gonna gang stalk me, and they might still just drive by out there right now, even though I'm not looking. Just in case I'll walk back over the window real quick, they're gonna be out there. It's gonna be a guy on a bike with a red shirt and a white SUV at the same time or something. It's just gonna be all day, every day. And nobody can say anything. And nobody knows anything. Even though it's really extremely obvious every day.